If you are just joining us, we are awaiting the arrival of Mayor-elect LaToya Cantrell.
So you know
Let's listen to her mother. That's her mother there in the suit on stage.
But anyway, I just want to say again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I love each and every one of you. And it's just, I don't know what else to say. But I want to say this. I am going to, without further ado, introduce you to my daughter, the first woman mayor of New Orleans, LaToya Cantrell.
Almost 300 years, my friends. And New Orleans, we're still making history. Yeah. This victory, make no mistake about it, this victory is not about LaToya Cantrell. This campaign did not start about self. It only started with and has been rooted in the people of the city of New Orleans, which all of us represent here tonight. Each and every one of us. And let me tell you this, numbers do not matter. Polling, what votes came in, who voted for you, who didn't, because we're focused on the future of the city of New Orleans, where all of us matter. This has been the people's campaign from day one. I started this campaign listening to our people, hearing your cry, but also understanding that we are in a true position to ensure that we are no longer about the haves and the have-nots. That we are going to ensure that our city continues to grow and be strong and give real opportunity, that pie is getting larger so that each and every one of us can share in it, so that each and every one of us can win in our city. So this win tonight is not for me nor my family. This win tonight is for the city of New Orleans. Yes. Absolutely. We have work to do, and let me tell you that we are going to do it together. That's the only way. So prior to coming out, I did have an opportunity. I received a call from Ms. Charbonnet, Desiree Charbonnet, and I said to her, congratulations on standing with me on making history, because our history was 2 women who made that runoff, and we both deserve to be proud of that. And I also said that it's about moving forward, and as I've indicated, through action, and we will continue to do this. We love anyway, because that's the only way that our city is going to be better. That's the only way that any of us, all of us coming here, our city is our home, New Orleans. Whether or not you were born here, whether or not you chose to be here, But the bottom line is we are here. Yes, yes, yes. And because we are here, we're going to make sure that we continue the hard work, that we focus on every aspect of our city. New Orleans East, who felt left out. Algiers, who felt left out. Yes. Lower 9, who felt left out. Parts of Gentilly, who felt left out. Even sections throughout the city of New Orleans. But what I'm here to say to you tonight, we have spoken. The people of our city have spoken, and no one will be left out. No one will be left behind. And I started that in rebuilding the community of Broadmoor with residents there. And we said together that we would be better than before. And not only that, we said that everyone would have the right to rebuild, to come home, and to ensure that we can all reach our full potential in our city. So today, tonight, it's about moving forward together with a real vision to where we all, like I said, matter, and we will ensure that our people have hope, and I think you've spoken about that you will have protection. I know you've talked about that. And you will have opportunity, because I know we have been separated from that in terms of all of us truly having a piece of that pie. But more importantly, we're at a point in our city where we have seen tremendous growth. But it's about continuing that growth. And I've shared with our mayor, it's not about throwing out the baby with the bathwater. We want to keep good things going. And we want to tweak what needs to be tweaking. And we want to bring change where change is necessary. But it all has to be wrapped in each and every one of us in our city. We deserve that. We deserve better, and together we truly will be better. Now, I want to take a moment. Of course, I have to thank my family, who, absolutely, my husband, my daughter, my mother, my brothers who are here, all of my family, my aunts, they're here. And you know what? We would not be here if it wasn't for the grace and mercy of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I understand that. But I also have to thank, my good friends who stepped up. Out of 390,000 people in the city of New Orleans, 18 of us stepped up to lead this city because we saw nothing but potential. And out of that, Judge Michael Bagneris, I have to say thank you for running a great race. And after we reached that finish, you joined me to ensure that we got here this evening. Thank you. And we will continue to pray for his daughter, Mia, so that she truly recovers. So, Judge, thank you. Also, Troy Henry stepped up as well. He couldn't be with us this evening, but I have to acknowledge he stepped up, and he didn't have to. But the reason that these gentlemen stepped up, because they saw something that I did. They saw you. They saw the need for all of us to band together to make our city the greatest place that we know she is, but truly we have to all feel our worth. And so thank you so much. I also want to thank, it's so many people to thank. I just, and this gets into a big old mess. It really does. But at the root of this campaign has always been the people. And we started with fewer resources, right? We've been there before. But when you have the people have your back. And that's what really brought us this victory tonight. I want to thank the elected officials who did stand with me. Because this was never about that, but it was always rooted in the people. But you have to give thanks because it all matters. So whether that is my colleague Susan Guidry, whether that is Neil Abramson, who did not waver on me, both He did not. Whether that is Representative Austin Badon and Ms. Therese, it matters. All of the funders stepped up. And my good friend, Senator Karen Carter Peterson, absolutely. Because she saw something in you as well. And together, we will continue to be that light. That is really what we're called to do. Only light can rule out darkness wherever it is. Only light. And it will be that light that our people will get what they deserve. A city that is safe. A city that has infrastructure that is to 100% capacity. A city that has housing of quality for everyone who chooses to call New Orleans her home. A city who reaches and makes sure that we provide our people with the tools that they need to be connected to real growth and job opportunities, that they have wages where they can feed their families and not have to work 2 and 3 jobs to make ends meet. Some of you are here tonight. And also, those of you like me, we've had struggles in our life. We know that. But together we can overcome those struggles, and that's why I led and stepped up to run for mayor. Because I have that spirit of empathy, and I will lead with that, and real compassion for our people. You have to meet people where they are. And that's the type of leadership that I will give. I will not let you down. I will not. I will be with you, and I will truly be your voice, whether it is locally, nationally, or globally. I will be that example. And that's one of the reasons why I tried very hard throughout this campaign to set that example of who we are as a people. And we're together. And I want to make sure that we continue to expand that scope of inclusion. Regardless if you voted for Cantrell or not. And I always said when I was out on the campaign trail, I said, listen, I even support and give voice to Jehovah's Witnesses that I know don't vote, but they matter, just like you and me. We all matter in the city of New Orleans, and that's what I'm talking about here. We all matter. And so I want to ensure you that I'm going to lead with integrity, with character, and real values that you have not only instilled in me, but you've helped me uplift and uphold. I want to thank our faith-based leaders who stood with me and with us throughout this campaign. Whether that's Pastor D, of course, my pastor, Father Asari. Deborah Morton stepped up. Chief Apostle Leonard Lucas stepped up. You know, you get into this name calling. But I cannot, Reverend Emmanuel Smith stepped up. Reverend Grant stepped up. So many. Reverend Grant stepped up. So many. But I'm only saying that because we all not only matter, but it's going to take us all working together to ensure that our city truly does reach her full potential. We're about to be 300, y'all. We've made history. And let's together continue to make more. My campaign manager, Maggie Carroll, have to show her the love. Marilyn Wood, who stepped up, show her the love. All of the volunteers, you who stepped up, thank you so much. So I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to working with every elected official in the city of New Orleans and at that state level. I'm looking forward to representing and working together with my New Orleans City Council as a body. I'm looking forward, of course, to working with everybody in our city to make it what we know it can be. And more importantly, we're going to ensure that our families are strong in our city. Every child has a great education. Everybody is truly connected to that opportunity and growth. I cannot do it alone. We have a huge transition before us. Some folks have said, oh, it's going to be a long time, 5 months. But we will use this time wisely. We will ensure that we build a transition team. We will ensure that we have leaders at the helm that not only have the core competencies and skill sets to lead, but they will uphold our values. They will not come to the table with biases or subjectivity. They will come to the table with the hearts of our people, in their minds, in their work ethic, and at the end of the day, together, we will deliver results for our people, for our city. I want to say thank you again. I hope I didn't leave anybody out, which I'm sure I did. But you know what? You all matter. Just cling on to that. And my family, I can't thank you enough. And all of my friends, but all of you, I love you and I thank you. And old Bob Tucker, where's Bob? And Bill Roussel, man, you the first one who called me and said, let's do this. Thank you so much. I'm glad he did. So let's go get him.